Are you a lifelong fan of General Hospital?
Are you a new fan who wants to know more about the history of the show?
Do you enjoy talking about the show with others?
Do you find yourself yelling at the TV?
Is your self-care an hour a day in Port Charles?
If so, we invite you to join hosts
Amanda Kimmel
and Shannon Coach at the place where all the hidden conversations take place and secrets are revealed.
Meet us at Pier 54,
a General Hospital fan podcast.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to the Port Charles 411. Today we're talking about Miguel Morez. Amanda's great idea because they've been talking about him a lot. And this week we were told Blaze is going to be opening up for him.
Yes.
And the unfortunate part is, I think that part of why we haven't talked about him yet is because there's basically nothing written about him anywhere.
Yeah, it really just focuses on, he was on GH, and then goes on to talk about some of his career as Ricky Martin, and then that's it.
Yeah, because fandom only says Miguel is a singer and was a protege of Lois Sorello and Brenda Barrett at L&B Records. He was formerly engaged to Lily Rivera, whom he had a child named Juan Santiago when they were 16, fled to the U.S. to avoid a hit put out on him by Lily's father, found B.J. Jones after her school van crashed. He was mentioned on March 4th, 2020. And then we've talked about him a little bit again in 2024. And we were talking about this like off air where, yeah, there's a lot of characters that maybe he was only on for a year and a half, but he's Ricky Martin.
Right.
And Ricky Martin was part of Menudo as a child. So like I don't think we knew Ricky Martin the same way that other people knew Ricky Martin, but he was still relatively famous when he was on the show. And in the past 30 years has become even more so. So the way that there's nothing about his time. Oh, you know what? Let's check it. Let's check Blackie real quick while we're at this. Because this was John Stamos's first role. Is there actually a write-up about Blackie? Nope.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. I'm not saying there needs to be more about certain people than others, but it's just I am thoroughly surprised.
You just feel like they would be more wanting to get the information out there to claim like, hey, we started their career. We had a major input in their career.
Yeah. I mean, there was just an article or Ricky Martin was on Jimmy Fallon this year, I think, where he said, he's like, I learned so much on my time on General Hospital. Like he loved it and he talked all about it. And it's kind of like, yeah, he might have been a singer before, but I think that this might have been his first acting role.
Yeah, I have some really good quotes from the scrapbook directly from him. So like scanning what you got from Curly Q is pretty much the same stuff that the book says about storyline, but the quotes from him directly are cute. So I will read those after we are done going through this.
Absolutely. So yeah, the only place that I could get information was Curly Q. You looked in the scrapbook. Was there a lot in the scrapbook?
There wasn't a ton, but it was just like the basics that you're hitting on here. And then it got into a little bit of the storyline of like Sonny and Luke went, and then Luke was killed, and then they had to go on from that and whatever. So
gotcha. All right. So we will get started on February 18th, 1994 was Miguel Morez's first appearance. Karen, your girl, Karen Wexler,
love her,
was trying to help a Latin woman, Anita, who was on drugs and pregnant. Orderly Miguel Morez comes to her rescue. Anita threatens to jump from a window at GH. Karen and Miguel try to talk her down, and when it looks like Karen has managed to talk her off the ledge, Karen loses her footing and goes off the side of the building. See, that's why I thought Sonny could survive.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Miguel and Sean, so I'm assuming that's Sean Donnelly, managed to snag Karen off the ledge. Miguel finally takes Anita off the ledge. Tiffany interviews Karen and Miguel of their heroics. Then Jagger arrives at GH worried about Karen. Jagger thanks Miguel for saving Karen's life. Karen learns that Miguel is from Puerto Rico, and Steve promotes him to work in the ER. But then also, Steve suggested to Mac and Felicia that they hire Miguel to bartend at the Outback, and they do. And then I'm guessing just as like a thank you, hey, now we're friends, Karen and Jagger invite him to their wedding. And on March 21st, Felicia found Miguel singing to Maxie. Why do we not have Maxie following his career and
Right.
listening to his music and just having some kind of a fondness, from him? I feel like she maybe, she was a baby. So maybe that would just be soothing to her to hear Miguel sing.
Right.
So then it just goes on to talk about how Jagger's curious to know what Miguel's story is. And then I guess Jagger was in GH and Miguel helped sneak him out so that he could go to Chicago to support Karen. Why was Jagger?
He got hurt somewhere, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
And Karen, I think, was in Chicago testing for one of their like doctor positions or whatever
Okay.
her next step was for school. And so he wanted to go support her.
Okay. And then Lois was at the Outback and met Miguel. And this is basically right when we got Lois. This is when she was scoping it out for Eddie Main and the Idol Rich.
That's right.
So then in April, Lois learned that Miguel is a singer. And when Eddie Main doesn't show up to the Idol Rich's gig at the Outback, Miguel saves the day by singing. Lois cannot believe that he does not have a record deal. He says that he is not interested in singing. He has 2 jobs and is very happy with the way things are.
And the reason that Eddie didn't show up was because he was pretending to have laryngitis because he could not perform at the Outback because he was still playing Eddie Main / Ned Quartermain.
Yep. And this is when he was still trying to also seduce or maintain the relationship with Catherine also.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Isn't it great like how we've done all these 411s and it's, oh yeah, this is where this pieced in.
Yep.
So then I'm assuming that Mac was probably like, dude, why are you not going for a record contract? And Miguel insists that he only sings for fun and he doesn't take it too seriously. And then Lois paid Miguel for the performance that he had done at the Outback to save her butt. And Miguel tells Lois about his band in Puerto Rico and how he was burned. And Lois wants to help him, but they don't go into how he was burned.
It's
Do you happen to remember?
It'll get into it more, but it's because the person who owned his contract was his girlfriend's father. So whenever she objected to the relationship, he just disband the band. But he also kept the contracts, so he can't go anywhere else.
Okay. And then in May, Brenda was crying about her problems with Sonny to Miguel. And then the following week, May 13th, Miguel offered some toys to the Ward House. After a bus accident in front of Mary Mays, Miguel brings BJ out of the bus wreckage. It's a shame. And then we don't see him again until June when Mac wants Miguel to try to influence Robin. Was that into not seeing Stone?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know why Mac was even asking Miguel to influence her?
Miguel was just like a good guy that was friends with that whole group of people. Because remember, that was whenever they were like kind of ignoring the age difference-ish. And so Karen and Brenda and Robin were all BFFs, like they were the same age, even though Robin was younger. And Jason and Jagger like got along still. And so Miguel kind of slipped into that same role as one of those friends. And so he was like a big brother kind of role to Robin. And so Mac was like, why wouldn't you go for someone like Miguel who works 2 jobs and is like going towards something instead of Stone who works for the sleazeball type of deal.
I see. Okay. And then and then the following week, Lois persuaded Miguel to take a trip to New York City to look at a studio with her. And while they were there, who else was there but Julio Iglesias?
Of course.
And so he and Miguel met. And then back in Port Charles, Mac was planning a welcome home party for Maxie at the Outback. So this would have been
the heart transplant.
She received her heart transplant and Miguel agreed to sing. This is what I'm saying. Maxie's heart literally has connections to Miguel.
Yes.
And then later in the month was the nurses' ball. Miguel closed out the show with a song. Brenda calls Lois with news that Miguel sang at the ball. After hearing about his singing, Lois is in Port Charles to talk with him again. Miguel tells Lois about his problems with his singing contract manager he used to have. And then Lois and Brenda sign a contract with Sonny, and that was about L&B Records. Yeah. Some of this is obviously going to touch on L&B Records because we talked about Miguel at times when we were talking about L&B, but if you really want the full story of L&B, we did a 411 on that too.
Yes. And then July 1st through the 8th, Miguel has a flashback of the woman he left behind in Puerto Rico. He sings at the party, but won't sign with L&B. Miguel sings a few more songs. Lois convinces Miguel that Sonny's contacts could maybe help him. Miguel explains his situation to Sonny. Brenda is sure that Sonny's going to Puerto Rico will get him into trouble, as he will be using his Frank Smith connections to help Miguel. Sonny flexes his Frank Smith connections and buys Miguel's old contract. July 11th through the 15th, Sonny tells Brenda that his trip to Puerto Rico was a success and they are free to sign Miguel. Brenda apologizes to Sonny again. Brenda tells Sonny about Lila's invite to tea. Brenda, Sonny, and Lois tell Miguel that he is free of his old contract. Lois gives Miguel a tour of her new office. He tells her that he is writing some songs in his spare time. Lois is worried about Miguel burning himself out with all his commitments, and Miguel signs his contract with L&B. On July 18th through the 22nd, Lois and Miguel audition musicians for his band. Lois and Miguel talk about his life, and Miguel rehearses with the new band. July 25th through 29th, Lois announces that Miguel has a gig tonight at the Outback. Brenda surprises Miguel with a silk shirt to wear for his performance. The gals are horsing around with Miguel when Sonny walks in. Brenda and Sonny get cozy in the empty recording studio. Lois goes to check on the nervous Miguel. Sonny thinks that Miguel's image is all wrong. Miguel sings and Ned looks in through the window. Miguel and Brenda discuss Lily. Sonny tells Brenda and Lois that he wants to change Miguel's image. They argue and Lois reminds him that she has creative control. Lois asks Brenda if Sonny is jealous of Miguel and that is why he blew up over his image. Over dinner, Lois whines to Ned about Sonny and Miguel, while nearby Brenda struggles unsuccessfully to assemble some new sound equipment. She was trying very hard to be part of all that, but she did not know her way around the equipment. August 10th and 11th, Catherine asks Brenda about Ned. Brenda wants to know why Miguel hasn't tried to find Lily. Miguel says it would be much too dangerous. Lily's dad is a crime boss, and Miguel wasn't good enough for her. Brenda offers to find Lily, but Miguel makes her promise not to. After seeing a hug between Miguel and Brenda, Sonny warns him to back off, and they come to blows. August 15th through 19th, Sonny invites Luke to the Outback to see Miguel sing. Lois snaps at Sonny for how badly he's been treating Miguel. Sonny and Miguel come to blows again when Sonny sees Brenda and him horsing around together. Miguel quits. Brenda and Sonny argue about his jealousy. And then August 22nd to 26th, Brenda continues to yell at Sonny for his Neanderthal behavior towards Miguel. She tells him that L&B Records needs to keep Miguel. Sonny replies that it's his company and he can do as he pleases. In an attempt to get Sonny to see some perspective, Brenda tells him about Lily and Sonny apologizes to Miguel. Brenda warns Ned that Sonny is coming over. Ned leaves. Sonny won't tell Brenda what's up, only that it's a surprise for Miguel. Brenda tells Miguel that she thinks that Sonny went to Puerto Rico to find Lily. She apologizes for telling Sonny about Lily in the first place. Miguel is mad about Brenda's betrayal. Sonny meets with Lily's father, Rivera. They discuss Miguel and Lily's relationship. Rivera explains his high expectations for Lily and how Miguel just doesn't fit into them. Sonny says that the two of them need to be happy, and right now Miguel isn't. He says he will inform Lily of Miguel's whereabouts, and Rivera gets upset. Sonny drops Frank Smith's name. He calms down and gives his word that he will not interfere. Sonny leaves and finds Lily in a park. He gives her his card and informs her of Miguel's whereabouts. Brenda convinces Miguel that he can trust Sonny, and the two make peace. Brenda and Sonny show up and hit the bar where Sonny and Miguel discuss Lily. When asked if his trip involved Miguel, Sonny avoids the question. Lily and her father discuss Sonny's visit. She wants to know how Sonny got away alive. He tells her Sonny represents Frank Smith and Frank has an interest in Miguel. Brenda asks Sonny where he went. He gives her a coral necklace as a hint. She guesses that it was Puerto Rico. Sonny confesses about seeing Lily. Lily and her father argue over Miguel. He assumes she'll be leaving to go to him. August 29th through September 2nd, Brenda worries that Lily will not contact Miguel. Miguel lays down a track at L&B. Brenda freaks out when Lois tells them that everyone is going to meet her Eddie today. Jason and Keisha stop in at L&B and see Miguel. Miguel struggles to write some songs. Brenda brings up Lily and says his suffering makes his songs better. Lois arrives and she and Brenda pick a photo from Miguel's CD cover. Lily arrives at the gatehouse to see Miguel. Lois thinks she's a groupie and gives her the brush off. September 5th through the 8th, after seeing Lois and Miguel hug, Lily draws the wrong conclusion and takes off. Brenda and Sonny squabble over L&B. Lily shows up at the Outback looking for Miguel. Lily finds out from Robin that Miguel is to sing on Friday, and if she wants to see him, she should make a reservation. Lily does in the name of Lopez. Robin also tells her Miguel is due in. Lily wants to wait. Miguel leaves the track down at L&B studio. Lily takes off again after seeing Miguel with Brenda. And this was like the constant tease back then, was you would see her with Sonny, Brenda with Sonny, and be like, oh my God, they're so perfect. But then you would see her with Miguel, and he's such a sweetheart that you would be like, maybe she should be with him instead.
Okay.
So September 9th through the 15th, Lily listens to Miguel sing. He at last sees Lily in the audience. Miguel tries to follow Lily, but he is mauled by fans. Brenda wants Sonny to Brenda wants Sonny to come clean with Miguel after arranging for Lily to find him. Sonny tells Miguel what went down in Puerto Rico with Rivera. Miguel is upset at Sonny and Brenda for not being straight with him. Miguel wants to find Lily tonight. He asks Mac if Lily has called, and she hasn't. Robin finds the reservation Lily made under the name of Priscilla Lopez. Miguel calls hotels and finds that a Lopez just checked out of Port Charles Hotel and is headed to the airport. Are they allowed to release that information?
Back then, you could tell anyone whatever.
Miguel rushes to the airport and stops Lily. Miguel and Lily arrive back at Sonny's apartment and meet him and Brenda. Lily questions Sonny if she and Miguel are really safe. Miguel and Lily get reacquainted, and he asks why she never tried to contact him before. September 16th to 22nd, Miguel gives Lily all the letters he wrote her that were returned. He questions where they go from here. They agree to get to know each other all over again. Miguel
like the Notebook.
Yes, exactly.
Did her dad return all the letters?
I believe so. I don't know if it tells us or not.
Because in the Notebook, didn't her mom just kept them?
I think so.
Allie's mom, I think, just kept them. Because they didn't get returned because Noah was like, I wrote you every day for a year. I didn't get the letters. Okay. That actress just passed away, the one that played her as an adult.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, this past week.
But
still, same thing.
Yes.
Parents, just give your kids. It is actually a felony to not give them their mail. Come on, guys.
Oh, geez. Miguel still does not appreciate Sonny's part in bringing Lily to Port Charles. Sonny tells him that he is still committed to him 100%, even with the problems between Lois and Brenda. He promises to get his CD out. September 23rd through 29th, Lois tells Miguel that everything that matters to her is still on track. He can tell she is just putting on a brave front. Miguel pleads Ned's case. Miguel brings Lily to talk to Mary May about a job. Mary May agrees to talk to the local grade school for Lily. And Lily was a sweetheart, too.
So was she a teacher?
Yes.
Okay.
And then October 7th through the 13th, Ned chats with Miguel about his double life. Miguel thinks Lois will come around. October 14th through the 20th, Lily suggests to Sonny that Miguel return to Puerto Rico for a concert. Brenda feels jealous seeing them together. Brenda and Sonny tell Lois about their idea for a concert for Miguel back in San Juan. Lois starts planning. Lois and Brenda tell Miguel about the plan for a concert in San Juan. And then October 28th, Lily tells Miguel about having his child and having to give him up. Miguel resents not being told. Miguel has more harsh words for Lily about their son. She regrets telling him. Lois secures the gig for the Idle Rich and notices Miguel's foul mood. Lily goes crying to Sonny regarding Miguel. Miguel tells Felicia about his son. Sonny learns from Sonny?
Oh, I have no idea.
I'm not sure.
Who told Sonny about Lily and Miguel's baby?
I'm not sure. I think...
We can just shorten that up to Sonny learns about Lily and Miguel's baby.
Yeah, I think it was Brenda, but I'm not positive.
I was going to say, I feel like the only reason that would it would be mentioned like that would be if it was Brenda.
I'm pretty sure that it was Brenda, because Brenda kind of told everybody everything. And then in the next sentence, it says Brenda tells Lois about Miguel and Lily's baby. Sonny suggests Luke brings Laura to Puerto Rico for some R&R and sees Miguel's gig. I also thought it was weird. Like, if we have a performer that's local to Pittsburgh, you go and see them in Pittsburgh. When they go like away for a big concert, you don't follow them. And it was like all of Port Charles was going to Puerto Rico. Lucy went by herself, and like everybody was going to Puerto Rico to see this concert. Like they hadn't just seen him at the Outback last week.
Some people do follow people around, but also they're in a different tax bracket than we are. They can afford this jet-setting life. I mean, if you and I had money, I'm pretty sure that we would definitely be following some people around.
Maybe that's true. Okay.
Maybe that's why we're not rich, because we'd be stalkers.
Oh, geez.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Lily and Miguel come to an understanding to put the past behind them. Lily and Miguel talk about their baby. He apologizes for being so cold, and Lily and Miguel share a kiss. The following week, Lily suggests that she and Miguel try to find their son in Puerto Rico. While there, Miguel and Lily question Miguel's mother about Lily's nurse, Carlotta. Why were they questioning Miguel's mother? Did she know about the baby?
I didn't think that she had, but maybe she helped pick the family.
Because then Miguel and Lily find Carlotta. But how did Miguel's mother know anything?
I don't know. It doesn't tell me that in the scrapbook, but I don't remember.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't remember why Miguel's mother would have known. All right.
Okay. Miguel and Lily return to see Juan. This time, they talk with him and his mother. Miguel and Lily see Juan again. His mother invites them to dinner, and Miguel and Lily accept.
And Juan is their son. I don't know why it doesn't say that.
It does. It says Miguel and Lily see Juan again. Oh, hold it. It might have, and I just didn't copy it where it said that they found Juan.
Just so that we know who he is. That's who he is.
Yep. Yeah. Juan is his mom or their son.
Nope. Yes.
Whew. November 18th through 23rd, Miguel goes after Lily and he finds her watching for their son and takes her away. They agree that it would be a good idea not to see their son again. He has a family and they need to accept it. Then Miguel tells Lois about meeting Juan, and Lily goes and does the same with Sonny. December 2nd through 8th, everyone is preparing for Miguel's show, and then at the venue, Sonny and Brenda are trying to explain to an outraged Lois about Frank Smith. Sonny tells her that after the concert, they might rush Miguel into a waiting limo to head for the airport. He tells Brenda that he's going to see Rivera to set up a deal. Brenda is sure they'll kill him. Sonny tries to reassure her, and then Rivera slips by the security guards and Miguel takes stage. After the concert, Sonny, Brenda, Miguel, and Lily are taken by force to Rivera's house. Rivera threatens Miguel and Lily. Lily demands her father release them or she will go to the authorities and tell them about all of his activities. And Rivera backs down. You're threatening your own daughter. Come on, dude.
She was like super fierce then too, because he said he was going to kill them. And she was like, go ahead, shoot me. Go ahead, Dad. You really going to kill me? And he was like, wow. Oh, crap. Like, nope, you called my bluff. So then she was like, yeah, let them go.
Wow. Some part of me feels like we should do Lily, but then part of me feels like between this and Sonny and other stuff, like we've kind of already have, but we should talk about her sometime just to make sure we didn't survey research. No, thank you. So then December 16th through 22nd, Miguel proposes to Lily, and he winds up announcing to everyone that Lily at the Outback that Lily has accepted the proposal, and they announce their engagement to the L&B crew. December 23rd through the 28th, he gives her an engagement ring. Lois tells Miguel about Ned's 6-week commitment to L&B. Miguel asks Lois for permission to perform a benefit concert. Miguel offers to do a concert to raise funds for Justice's campaign. Like, political campaign?
Yeah.
Okay. Lois and Miguel tell Justice about the benefit concert, and he loves the idea. Luke tells Sonny that he's meeting a contractor for the new blues club today, and that would be Luke's blues club that we talked about in another 411. So then in 1995, January 6th through 12th, Miguel and Lily meet with a priest to begin counseling for their marriage. Lucy is teed when Damien and Catherine show up at Miguel's benefit for Justice at the Outback. She needles them. At the Outback, Edward is worried that Justice will publicly rake him over the coals, and Miguel sings at the benefit. Ned tells Lois that he wants to finance the video for Miguel starring Brenda. Lois tells Sonny about Ned's offer to fund Miguel's video. Lois tells Miguel and Brenda about the video. Lily tells Miguel that she got a job. Lois has a concept idea for the video, and she wants Lily in the video too. Brenda thinks it's unfair as Lily has no experience. Brenda, you don't either.
She had been modeling some, so she felt like she was a pro.
Everyone has to start somewhere. Then January 27th through February 2nd, Mac overhears Lily tell Miguel that Sonny's father is in town. After a nightmare about Juan being taken from her again, Lily questions her and Miguel's decision to not be a part of his life. Miguel agrees to go back to Puerto Rico. Juan didn't want them to be part of his life, though, right?
He was just kind of like, okay. He was actually like really stable with his family. And so it was like, all right, cool to meet you guys. But no, I'm not going to ask to come live with you guys instead or something like that. But Lily had a really hard time letting go.
Okay.
I mean, because she was forced to give up Juan by her dad. It's not like she was 16 and wanted to give him up. Her dad was like, yeah, this is not the life you're going to have. And Miguel sucks. So we're giving your baby up for adoption. And that's the end of it.
Oh, I see. Well, that stinks. So then February 3rd through 9th, Miguel and Lily tell Lois that they are going back to Puerto Rico to talk with Juan's parents. Lily and Miguel are on a plane to Puerto Rico. Miguel and Lily talk with Juan's parents. Juan's parents worry that they will contest Juan's adoption. Oh, but Miguel and Lily are not there to take him away. They just want to know. They just want them to know the truth. They want him to know the truth?
Yes, they wanted Juan and Juan's family to know that they gave him up for adoption. Miguel never knew about Juan. So Miguel wanted Juan and Juan's family to know that he didn't even know that he existed. And Lily wanted them to know that she did not give him up willingly.
Okay. And then February 17th through 23rd, Lily tells Miguel that she now does not want to wait until their marriage to make love. Miguel thinks that her changing her mind has nothing to do with them, that she is trying to replace their son. That doesn't work. Then February 24th through March 2nd, Lily tells Miguel that she wants to get married now. Miguel tells her he is not happy with what is happening at L&B involvement now that Sonny is involved. She accuses him of using that as another excuse to not get married. March 3rd through 9th, Lily wants to call off the wedding to Miguel. The truth is that Miguel thinks that she just wants him now to make a baby. Lois tells Brenda that she wants to sign Mary May with L&B. Miguel bends Brenda's ear about the problems with Lily. The conversation changes to Sonny, and Brenda assures Miguel that Scully is not a problem for Sonny and L&B. Then Brenda tells Sonny, you're right, she does tell everyone else's business.
Yes.
Brenda tells Sonny that Miguel is worried about his association with Scully. I thought that was going to say about Lily, and I'm like, that's none of his business. No, the Scully thing, I guess that kind of is. And then March 10th through 16th, Miguel tells Sonny if Scully makes trouble for L&B, he's out.
Okay. And then March 31st through April 6th, Miguel, Ned, and Mary May sing happy birthday to Brenda. Sonny gives Brenda a ring, but she is disappointed when he puts the ring on her right hand. She was expecting an engagement ring. Miguel and AJ come to blows after AJ and Lily get close on the dance floor. Sonny and Miguel have words. Brenda ends up in tears. Back at home, Jason has some words for AJ about his flirting with Lily. Alan, too, thinks AJ caused a public brawl. Sonny apologizes to Brenda for the party being a disaster. Brenda blames Lily. Sonny defends her. Lily goes to talk with Miguel, and Miguel accuses her of provoking a reaction from him. Lois and Ned are worried about the rift between Miguel and Sonny. Sonny apologizes to Lily for coming to blows with Miguel. Miguel tells Brenda he is sorry for ruining her party. Brenda feels that Lily is the one to blame. Miguel has no answers on how to fix things with Lily. Brenda goes to see Lily, telling her that she does not appreciate the game she is playing with Sonny. She is turning to Sonny when she should be turning to Miguel. April 7th through 13th, Brenda asks Miguel if he would be more comfortable if they reworked the concept for the video. Lois does not want to replace Lily. The Cirillos meet Brenda, Miguel, and Lily and see L&B. April 14th through 19th, Miguel reworks a song, and Lois and Brenda suspect that this has everything to do with Lily. Lily bursts into L&B with a picture of Juan that she received in the mail from his parents. Miguel and Lily argue. April 26th, Lily tells Lois she cannot be in Miguel's video as there's too much tension. Lily is uncomfortable watching Brenda and Miguel rehearse the video and takes off. April 27th through May 3rd, Miguel and Brenda's video rehearsal continues. Ned tells Lois that Lily took off. May 8th, Lily whips up some food for Sonny at Kelly's. They discuss his mother and his anger for Mike despite him saving his life. She tells him she understands where he is coming from. Miguel finds them together. On May 19th, Lois tells Miguel and Ned about her deal with Sonny. Ned is happy that Sonny has given Lois an out, but they are still both worried. And I was like pulling out of L&B and whatever. May 25th.
I actually watched part of the video where Miguel and Brenda were practicing dancing. I mean, it's not going to be a surprise, but they were really good.
Yes. Yes.
Surprise. Ricky Martin and Vanessa Marcel are good dancers. I know.
Right.
But they looked good together. Like they looked really good together.
Yeah, not shocking at all there. May 25th through the 31st, Lily checks on Sonny. Later, they talk about how she is worried that Miguel's career will suffer due to the problems between them. June 7th, Lily gives Miguel his ring back, saying she knows that they will never be happy again together. Miguel tells Brenda that Lily has given back the ring. Lily tells Sonny that things are over between her and Miguel. Miguel learns that Lily went straight to cry on Sonny's shoulder about their breakup. June 8th through the 14th, Miguel tells Sonny to back off Lily. Things get physical between them. Brenda tries to explain Miguel's point of view. She reminds Sonny that they cannot afford to have Miguel walk away from L&B. Later, Brenda tries to convince Miguel to throw himself into his work and work things out with Sonny. She plays moderator between them, and the three of them come up with ideas for Miguel's video, but quickly the two men argue again. Brenda tells Miguel she is sorry for butting into his fight with Sonny, as it just made things worse. She is scared that Miguel will leave L&B. Lois learns that Lily and Miguel are done. Brenda blames Lily for Miguel and Sonny fighting. Brenda wants to build a bridge with Lily, and she wants Sonny to be there to talk to them. Brenda and Lily have a little chat. The conversation goes south when Brenda tells Lily to stay away from Miguel and L&B. Sonny and Brenda argue. June 19th, AJ tells Miguel about his intentions to take Lily to the nurses' ball as friends. And then
that was the first nurses' ball, right? I think.
Yes, that was the new one, right? I think so.
I think that was the very first one, yeah.
Yeah. And then July 22nd through 28th, Miguel sang at the nurses' ball. Miguel and Brenda rehearse some dance moves. Jason invites Brenda, Miguel, and Lois to the picnic. Brenda tells Lois she freaked out over nothing as Sonny explained everything about his conversation with Harry. Brenda learns that Lois told Ned. Miguel joins Stone, AJ, and Jason for a workout. The picnic gets into full swing. Miguel and Brenda, dancing on the edge of the lake, fall in together just as Sonny arrives. Sonny cracks about it not being a wet shirt contest, and he and Brenda argue. They quickly smooth things over, and things get steamy inside the boathouse.
And here's the thing, though. He probably wasn't making a crack. He was probably doing that condescending insult, like trying to make her feel bad about herself. It wasn't, hey, guys, I thought that this wasn't I didn't know this. It was that kind of party. He was trying to make her feel bad about herself. I think that's the only way that I can eloquently
Absolutely.
say.
And then July 13th through the 19th, Miguel finds Brenda crying before their dance rehearsal. Miguel confronts Brenda, who is upset at the guest house. Lois and Ned are back from their promotional trip for L&B. They find Brenda and Miguel sleeping on the couch together. Brenda tells them everything that happened. She had been wearing the wire about Sonny. So
is that when she was? I meant to put a question mark by that. That's when she was wearing the, okay.
Yes, and it was Lily that told Sonny that Brenda was wearing the wire.
Okay.
So that is why everything exploded between Brenda and Sonny and Miguel and Lily, is because Miguel can't believe that Lily would protect Sonny like that and take that side.
Right. Especially where she is a mobster's daughter.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
So Ned demands Sonny let him buy him out of L&B. Sonny tells him no dice. Brenda confronts Lily about causing troubles between her and Sonny. Miguel walks in on their fight, and Lily tells him how she tipped off Sonny. Miguel can't believe that she bought Sonny's act. He tells her about the tape of Sonny and Harry. So yeah, I guess if I would have kept reading, I would have got there. But I just knew that she was the reason.
Because I saw that. I saw that one section. I mean, we've talked about this before. I was just copying, pasting, and trying to I don't read, but I skim around to see if there's any contextual sentences. But I was like, wait, where's this wire coming from? And I couldn't find it. And I was like, I feel like this has to be when she was wearing the wire for trying to catch Sonny. So
yes.
I did not read this paragraph either, so we're both there.
And then July 20th through 26th, Brenda tries to keep herself busy with L&B work. She later admits to Lois, Ned, and Miguel that she does not know how she is supposed to live without Sonny. Lois insists that she can stay with her as long as she wants, but Brenda wants to find her own place. The rehearsal with Miguel ends with Brenda in tears after she thinks of Sonny. Miguel gives her a pep talk, and the rehearsal continues. Lily and Sonny arrive in Puerto Rico to see her father. Rivera takes a meeting with Sonny. Sonny and Lily share a kiss. Things get hot and heavy at rehearsal between Miguel and Brenda, and they make love. Miguel and Brenda agree to be careful with their new relationship as they do not want to hurt each other. They sneak up to Miguel's room at Kelly's. He wants to make sure they are not using each other to get through the pain. With that, they say goodnight. That's funny. After they've already made love. I don't want us using each other after we've already done the deed. Brenda returns to Miguel's
maybe it
room.
was like that was nice, but we should probably not continue doing this.
Mm-hmm. And
just
then
in case.
Brenda returns to Miguel's room, not wanting to be alone, and they make love again.
See, and there's the not wanting to be alone part, which makes it kind of a wrong reason.
Yeah.
Not she wanted to spend more time with him or she wanted to see where it could go. Nope, she just didn't want to be alone. Not a good reason.
Nope. So July 27th through August 2nd, Lily tells Sonny that while she is in Puerto Rico, she wants to see Juan. Miguel is worried that sex has complicated his and Brenda's relationship. She insists everything is fine. Lois is suspicious of Brenda and Miguel's great mood when they get to L&B. Lily tells Sonny that she wants to stay longer in San Juan. Sonny agrees to stay longer as well. She wants Sonny to meet Juan because that's a good idea. Here is my son that didn't know that I was his mother, and I'm just starting to have a little bit of a relationship with him. He's just met his father. Here, meet my friend, Sonny.
Right. Juan's gonna be like, what is happening?
Right. Lily and Sonny meet with Juan. Brenda and Miguel do an impromptu dance rehearsal on the docks. Brenda and Miguel are happy just to have some fun and not have everything complicated. August 3rd through the 9th, Sonny and Lily are on a plane back from Puerto Rico. She's dreading coming face to face with what they left behind. After seeing Brenda and Miguel together, he is sure they are together now. Lily and Sonny return to Kelly's and find Brenda and Miguel in only towels coming out of the shower together. Brenda slaps Sonny after he calls her a whore. Brenda tells him that he has some nerve when he went off with Lily to Puerto Rico. Lily tells her that nothing has happened, and Brenda and Lily get into it again over Sonny. Miguel stops Brenda from tearing Lily's head off. Sonny tells Luke that Brenda is sleeping with Miguel. Sonny insinuates to Lois and Ned about Brenda and Miguel. Brenda has to come clean with them about sleeping with Miguel. Lois goes to Sonny to defuse the situation. He still refuses to resign from L&B. Ned wants to construct a situation where Sonny would cross the line with Miguel and infringe on Lois's creative control, thus breaking their contract. Lois questions Brenda if she knows what she is doing with Miguel. Of course she doesn't. She's a young girl who is brokenhearted.
Right. And August 10th through the 16th, Sonny pulls Brenda outside to talk after seeing her all cozy with Miguel. Sonny warns Brenda to never hang all over Miguel at his club again. She tells him to go downstairs. She tells him to go to hell. We'll just say that one because it's a place. Lois stops Miguel and Ned from charging to Brenda's rescue. August 17th through 23rd, Brenda and Miguel visit Stone. I do remember watching that with Stone. They talk to him about returning to work at L&B when he is released from GH. August 31st through September 6th, Lois and Ned meet with Miguel regarding their new plan to get Sonny out of L&B. They want to goad Sonny into crossing the line into creative control that is Lois's domain. And we talked a lot about this during the L&B 411 that we did.
Right.
Sonny arrives at L&B as part of Ned and Lois's setup. They can tell Sonny is uncomfortable with the photos of Miguel and Brenda splashed all over. A giggly Brenda and Miguel arrive arm in arm to twist the knife a little more. On September 13th, Brenda and Miguel shoot a scene for Miguel's video, which Lois invites Sonny to. Miguel tells Brenda that he does not believe Sonny and Lily are sleeping together, but then Lily and Sonny make love. September 14th through 20th, Sonny and Lily are in the afterglow. Miguel surprises Brenda in the shower. Miguel and Brenda learn that Sonny and Lily are now lovers. Should not be a problem since the two of you are too.
Mm-mm. We all know it's not that easy.
It is. September 21st through 27th, Brenda and Miguel draw the air of Ruby when they tear up their apartment at Kelly's making love. Sonny makes some cracks about an upcoming interview that Miguel is doing. Lois breaks up the fight and warns Sonny about his contact with Miguel. Brenda convinces Lois that she will do damage control where Miguel is concerned. September 28th through October 4th, Brenda and Miguel film another scene for the video. Sonny stops by to see the shoot. Miguel asks him to leave as he is distracting the talent. Lois has to tell him to stop coming to blows. Lois has to tell them to stop coming to blows. Miguel and Brenda have dinner at the Outback. Miguel asks Felicia about the investigation into Sonny. Miguel offers to help Mac in getting the goods on Sonny. Miguel and Brenda check into the PC hotel for a night alone, and then she won't have to face Karen and Jagger yet. Okay, Brenda, here's the deal. You cannot be pining after Sonny and also pining and whining over Jagger while you're with Miguel. That's 2 guys. You don't get 3. You get 1. Okay, anyway. Miguel is coming unglued when it comes to Sonny. Sonny tells Lily about his past with Karen.
Ugh.
Yeah. October 12th through 18th, Sonny invites Lily to New York City for Miguel's concert, but she turns him down. Miguel learns that Ned and Sonny got into a fight. Lily and Brenda get into it. Lily reconsiders Sonny's offer of taking her to New York City. Brenda and Lois go over the details for the concert. Sonny stops by L&B to tell Lois that he is bringing Lily with him to Miguel's show. Miguel has a problem with Sonny attending, and then Ned tells Miguel about the wiretap, but he is not ready to tell Lois and Brenda. October 19th through 25th, Ned and Lois watch Miguel's completed video. Lois still has a million things to do before the concert. Lois and the gang meet music producer Frank Sapita, who wants to buy L&B. Lois explains the situation with their third partner, Sonny. He wants to have Miguel under contract soon and send him on a South America tour. Ned thinks the sale of L&B is a win-win for them in terms of getting rid of Sonny. Lois does not want to sell. Miguel takes stage in New York City. Lois lays out Sapita's offer to Sonny. When he hears that Brenda would be going with Miguel for the tour for 3 months, he turns down the buyout offer. Miguel and Sonny come to blows with Sonny threatening him with a broken bottle. Lois and Ned break it up. Lois wants to let Sapita book Miguel for a South American tour, but Brenda cannot go with him. Miguel gives notice to Mac at the Outback. Then Miguel says goodbye to Robin and Stone. Lily and Miguel say goodbye, as do Brenda and Miguel. And Brenda tells Sonny about Miguel leaving. And then that was the last that we saw of him.
Right.
But it goes on to talk about how Edward wound up buying Sonny out of his shares with L&B and all of that. Like basically how everyone bought Sonny out. And Lois wound up going to Argentina to try and get Miguel's contract back. Lois succeeded with some stipulation in buying back the contract from Frank Sapita, and Lois saw Miguel in concert. But the last time we actually saw him was that October.
I so hope that they let him make an appearance.
Here's my thing. The way that Sonny talks about Miguel is like they're good old buddies.
Yeah.
They're so not.
Well, he likes to forget the past and change it up a little, kind of like he does with the stuff with Jagger. So
yeah,
or Jagger does.
True. Yeah. Okay.
So in the scrapbook, it said all that same information. Curly Q's write-up was better, so thank you. But there is a picture of Miguel and Julia Iglesias, and it says international superstar Julia Iglesias made a 1994 cameo appearance when music manager Lois Cirillo took her budding singer Miguel Morez through a high-tech recording studio on a visit to New York City. To their surprise, they discovered Julia Iglesias recording in the same building. Ricky Martin, who played Miguel, remembers that Julio was impressed with the recording studio set the General Hospital constructed, especially for the scenes. "Can I record here?" he asked Ricky with a laugh. And then Ricky Martin said, "The hardest part of doing the show for me is memorizing my lines. It's doubly hard for me because English is not my first language. There are times when I read the script in English and have no idea what Miguel is even saying. I run over to Lily Megler and she helps me. She is like a teacher for me." Could you imagine like reading, like, here's my script, but I have no idea what I'm saying. And then this was like a, what did you think that you were going to be or whatever? And Ricky said that when he was 12, he joined Menudo in Puerto Rico and traveled all over the world with them. While I was in the group, I began acting and I've worked hard on both my singing and acting career ever since. I'm no stranger to the soaps either. I've appeared on them in Argentina and Mexico, but believe me, the soaps here are much harder. I mean, they're in English.
That was one thing when I was, after you mentioned that there were probably a lot of videos on YouTube, I'd only ever really watched the ones of the nurses' ball and then the one with BJ. And I like that they didn't try to make him an American singer or like an American pop star.
Right. No.
You know, it was, he had a lot of Spanish in the song. Okay, at least from what I watched.
Yes.
So I don't know if it stayed that way.
He was definitely allowed to keep his own style. And even if the song was completely English words, like he had his own accent to it, and the way that it like carried was still definitely not American, like not regular English. He wasn't like a pop star kind of thing.
Right. Well, that's good. So there's not really a whole lot to be said about him. He's 52 years old. He was a singer for L&B Records, former waiter at Kelly's, former waiter at the Outback, bartender, hello, and former orderly at GH. His parents are Felipe and Marta Morez. Siblings are Jose Morez and Lydia Morez. And then romances Lily Corinthos and Brenda Barrett, and children Juan Santiago with Lily. And Juan was also Sabrina's cousin.
Yes.
So, yeah, that is it about Miguel. And we're just going to hope that Mr. Ricky Martin.
I so hope, like, I'm sure that everyone by now has seen all the articles that like Blaze is gone. She's gone. And so I'm hoping
she's
that
gone.
Yeah, she's gone. Like she's off.
She just got on the cards.
I know. She's gone. Like she's written out.
I didn't know she was gone.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Dang it.
I don't feel like it's a spoiler since she's gone on the show. Like she got on the plane.
She left the show, but I mean, she actually left the show. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, she has left the show.
Aww.
So I'm hoping that in a few months they revise that and bring her back, and that would be awesome if they brought.
Well, they did that last summer.
Yeah.
So yeah, I didn't know that.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
But yeah, I'm hoping they change it and then bring Miguel back with her.
That'd be awesome. Awesome.
Yes.
So yeah, if we missed anything about Miguel that you remember, please let us know. Only half of us were able to watch it in real life. Well, in real time. I am in real life right now. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's great that we are doing so many references.
Yeah, I like when they throw back.
Yeah. So, and he is not somebody that can be recast.
Right? Oh my God, no.
It's not possible. So
no.
There's just that. All right. So join us on Monday as we see if maybe Ricky Martin, Miguel Morez has any hopes of coming back. I don't know.
Have a good weekend.
And we'll meet you at the pier.
Bye.
Bye. If you enjoyed today's show, we invite you to go to pier54podcast.com to subscribe on your favorite platform. Don't forget to leave us a review. And you can also follow us on many social media channels. Just search for Pier54 Podcast. Also, we are not perfect, so if there is something that we missed or messed up, just let us know by emailing us at pier54podcast@gmail.com.
It's tax season, and at LifeLock, we know you're tired of numbers. But here's a big one you need to hear. Billions. That's the amount of money in refunds the IRS has flagged for possible identity fraud. Now here's another big number. 100 million. That's how many data points LifeLock monitors every second. If your identity is stolen, we'll fix it guaranteed. One last big number. Save up to 40% your first year. Visit LifeLock.com/podcast for the threats you can't control. Terms apply.